Hi y'all, welcome to the Grace Journaling Webcast. I'm your host, Susan Lee Rose. I recently read Isaiah 49:16 during my Bible study time. It says, "See, I have engraved you on the palms of my hand." God didn't just write our names on his palms in pen, but he engraved them. That shows permanence. What an amazing thought that our God loves us so much that he would permanently engrave our names onto the palms of his hands. This Bible journaling page was a fun one to create. I used some distressed Oxide inks to create the background, acrylic paint for the hand, and Avery clear shipping label paper for the verse. I love how all the materials work together to create this beautiful Bible journaling page. I hope that you'll like it too. Enjoy today's show. All right, let's get started. This is an Interleaved Bible, and I have gone in there with some clear gesso and I have treated the page. I'm laying down a piece of washi tape to use as masking over the verse. I'm going to go back in a little bit and add some color there. So now I'm using my Distress Oxide inks from Ranger and the oval makeup brushes that you can just buy them on Amazon. And I'm blending in my colors. I'm using cracked pistachio, lucky clover, and peacock feathers. In the center is the cracked pistachio. I'm going around on the outside of that with the lucky clover. And then I'm going to be using the peacock feathers on the outer edges. I really love the way that these makeup brushes blend the colors. They're really, really beautiful, and this color combination I was really, really pleased with. I haven't used the Ranger Oxide inks all that much, but I'm really enjoying using them. Before, when I wanted to get that kind of glowy feel to a page, I've used my gelatos. And I do still use them, and I do really like them, but I have to admit I really am enjoying these Distress Oxide inks, maybe even a little bit more. So I'm using a pen or a paintbrush to hold the page down so I'm not leaving fingerprints all over the page. And I'm just continue blending that in. Now I'm going to pull out my heat gun and I'm going to make sure the page is dry. It's not going to be completely dry when I get started, but it's going to be most of the way dry. And then I'm going to, once the page is dry, I'm going to trace my hand shape onto the page just using a regular pencil and tracing that on there. And so then I'm going to pull out my acrylic paints. I'm just using the apple barrel paints from Walmart. I'm using white, pink parfait, spice carrot, and pale daffodil. And I'm creating kind of a skin tone. And I'm going to begin painting in the hand with the skin tone color there. And I'm just using a couple of different brushes. I'm using both flat brushes. One's got is a larger size and one is more of a smaller size, just to paint in those details. So I'm getting that in there. The Bible, a little bit about the Bible I'm using. It is an Interleaved Bible. I really love it because every other page is blank, and that gives you lots of room for artwork. I know a lot of people paint onto the actual Bible pages over the words. And that personally for me is not something I'm comfortable with doing. I don't have a problem with anybody else doing it any way that they want to, but for me it just kind of does not feel right, so I don't do it. That's why I really love the Interleaved Bible, because it does have that space for me to be able to do my artwork without feeling like I am doing something that's not right for me. So I'm going on over there and getting that hand all painted in, making sure I fill in any of the kind of bald spots or where the green is showing through. I'm going to go in my heat gun, and then I'm just going to kind of dry it and get it all dry before I move on to the next step. Now, the next step that I'm going to do is I'm doing just a little bit more blending, just making sure I blend out all of my fingerprints and that sort of thing. And I'm going to go in now, and I'm going to be pulling out my, I'm going to be spritzing this actually with a pearlized spray. I'm using Perfect Pearls by Ranger. I spritz it on there. It gives a nice little watermark and a little sheen to it. Just roll it off with some paper towel. I'm going on with the excess dye that's still on my makeup brushes and just going around the verse to kind of highlight it a little bit. So now I'm using an Avery, it's Avery 8665 full sheet shipping label paper. I use that where I printed out the Bible verse and the little sentiment that I wanted to put on there. I use this a lot. I use it quite often because I don't always like to use my brush lettering or having to handwrite it. The other reason is sometimes with the medium, it is better to do that. It'll show up better and it won't smear and all of those different things over the different mediums that I'm using. So it's a really handy tool to be able to use it. Plus you can pick any font that you want and you have a lot better selection and you don't have to learn how to write a new font or anything like that. So I really like this sticker paper. So I'm attaching it directly to the page. Then I'm going to go and draw a little heart onto the palm of the hand. And so now I'm going to make a tab for the Bible. I'm just using some scrap paper that I had that kind of matched the colors. I'm going to use double-sided tape to attach that to the Bible page. I'm also going to be pulling out a little bit. Oh, on this tab, I'm actually writing the word chosen because I am, as a child of God, I'm chosen. So I'm writing that onto the tab itself. And then I'm going to use a little bit of a gold glitter washi tape and I'm going to attach that down to the page first, and then I'm going to attach the tab over that. So I'm positioning that gold tape, and then I'm going to attach the tab to the page. I like to attach the tabs to all my pages. It makes me easier for me to find the pages where I've created on. And now I'm going to make a little, just kind of a decorated paper clip. I'm just using a sheer gradient ribbon. It's Floral Garden brand, but I picked it up at Dollar Tree. So I'm just attaching that to the clip and putting that at the top of the page. And there you have it, my finished page. Thank you for watching my video. Please visit my YouTube channel, Grace Journaling, to view my other videos. If you enjoy them, please like and share them. Subscribe to my YouTube channel to be updated whenever I add new videos and tutorials. You can also find me on my blog at www.gracejournaling.com or follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Grace Journaling.